And that's why Brody doesn't get shout-outs.
Yeah, because Brody's being a
terrible week to be a hater.
terrible week to be Brody captures.
Yo,
Welcome back.
Let's Talk Foreplay podcast,
Yeah.
season 3, episode 3.
That's Ank, this is nephew.
Crazy. This is Goat. This is Prodigy.
That is a good one. That is a good one. That is a good one.
Eat it. Terrible week to be a hater.
Yo, what a cock week
Absolutely
to be a hater, bro.
horrific week to
Jesus.
be a hater. Fantastic week to be a lover.
A fantastic week to
supporter.
be a A3 affiliate,
A fan, a Foreplay fan, a KANE fan, a
a Gremlin fan, a Fish Parcel fan, a Enrico
Brody
fan.
a JTI fan.
Yo, what a great week to feel like you're part of the team, bro.
Long episode for the haters.
A long episode for the haters, bro.
I told Tanner last night that long episode.
That long episode is
it's a
poofs
meme.
funny.
He loves it.
bro. Yo, we keep saying it now. It roast, it's kak funny.
God.
What a terrible week it was for the haters, bro. Like,
Oh man, but on the
ridiculous,
contrary,
bro.
the love has just been
yeah, the love
amazing.
has really been
So,
crazy.
if you
bro.
don't know, Foreplay has been booked for
Rocking
Daisies.
the It was injected in the veins, bro. It's gonna hit like crack in the 80s.
Nuts.
Insane work.
We've been wanting to share this for a while. We found out a
Yeah.
couple weeks ago, but yeah, I personally didn't expect it. It was a
Same.
pleasant surprise.
Same. But remember,
You were saying
I was on it.
no, we're gonna get the book.
Yeah, I was on it. Yeah, because I remember we had a conversation like a while back, and you were like, I really don't know who it is, what to do, how it's gonna happen, and I still said like, just keep the faith, man. Like I said, there was a lot of unexpected ones, but because I remember I told you that it's either gonna be a situation of it's either me and you separately on the lineup and we can like pitch Foreplay to them as an act, or it's gonna be like one of us and like one of the other A3 people, because like my money was on like obviously like myself, you, and then Mia getting booked. Like I felt like that was like and like obviously like one of those came to fruition because Foreplay got booked, you got booked, and then Fish Parcel got booked. But like, yeah, basically nail on the head, you know, like I said it's in the water, it's there. It's just about actually having it happen.
Yeah, we love to hear it, bro.
Yeah.
It's a good one. It's a bit for me. It's gonna be a bit different because it's my 4th Daisies. Every time I've played, it's been a nighttime slot.
This is a daytime
This is a daytime on the beach
also, shit,
stage.
is that not revealing too much?
No, it's public knowledge.
It's public knowledge.
Oh,
right?
actually,
like,
the set
times and
time.
stuff like that.
Oh
yeah.
wow,
Brody,
whatever.
bleep that.
Nah, I don't have to bleep it, man.
Oh, it's Josh. It's Josh's
fine.
job now. Did you see how we pointed to
Yeah.
Josh? You're like, that's he do that. Don't he do that.
Shout out to Josh.
Shout out
aka
JTI. JTI. Also,
Hardest nickname ever.
if you don't know what JTI stands for, it's Josh the intern.
It's Josh the. We need another word for I. Because intern isn't heading.
I'm technically not an intern.
Oh, you fuck with it?
Yeah, he
Okay,
likes
cool.
it, bro.
Yeah.
JTI, Josh the
JTI.
You
intern.
explained it to me on Friday enough.
Yeah.
I was like,
Yeah.
okay, look, I'm not an intern, but I fucks with it.
Oh, that's cool.
Josh is dripping the fuck out today,
Yeah.
bro. Brody, we love you. We love you so much. But last week's episode was the first one that. Hey?
I just got pushed.
No. Remember, you brought Josh into the group.
to relieve your
So
workload.
if he's gonna, you have to take that one, bro. Take it on the chin.
Take it on the chin,
The
bro.
best looking pod we've ever had.
No cap.
Was last week, and Josh was
Yeah.
I don't know, you were cooking with something silly there, bro.
Yeah.
That
Nope.
shit was in like 8K.
No, it was.
Yeah,
I see the
genuinely,
download.
bro.
Kegi, you know what happened to me now? Wednesday, I was downloading the pod. Now, Mac has this weird thing that it does where it will download your shit, and then let's say you get like to the last 5%, and then it tells you storage full, then you need to re-download the whole thing.
Yeah, it's supposed to tell you beforehand.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
when I asked, like, why is this pod even 10 gigs big?
Yo, it's like double the size.
It was huge, bro. But shout out, that shit looked
Shout
amazing.
out to Icon as well.
Yeah,
legendary
long
episode. So many
episode.
memes that came out of that episode, bro.
Long
Such a
episode,
legend.
bro.
Yeah.
Yeah, the
it
homies
was
were
fun.
really fucking with the episode itself. It was just hilarious, man. I think it was just funny as a whole.
It was.
And obviously talking about everything and like getting that perspective from another DJ and like opening up about the problems faced in the industry and stuff like that. Which again, it was very light-hearted, but it is like serious issues that we face.
Yeah, we managed to really laugh through our pain, bro, because
sometimes we laugh and sometimes we cry, but I guess you know now.
On Drake,
I still didn't
Plot
listen
Twist.
to it yet. Did you listen to it?
I skimmed through one or two of them.
I didn't listen to it yet. I thought it was gonna be like on Apple Music, but it wasn't.
No,
it's still
not
the
yet.
old one.
It was just released through this Plot Twist
Burner
page.
account.
Yeah.
Scat is
Burner
waiting.
account?
Yeah, Scat is waiting for UMG to send him a cease and desist again, and then
Must
he's
be,
gonna
bro.
post.
That 360's got him in a chokehold.
Free
Got him
my
in a
guy.
Because easy.
Yo,
Rear
shout
naked
out
chokehold, bro.
Trickers also for a W. What a terrible, no, honestly,
Terrible
what a
week.
terrible week to be a A3 hater, to be a
An
Foreplay
Australian.
hater. Oh, it's not empty. We obviously don't do this shit for the haters. We do it because we love it and we do it because we have fun. But yo, that sweet sensation, dog. Like, yo, it's just so sweet, man.
Kane's villain origin story is about 5 years long, bro. The goblin, it's got about 4 goblin masks.
I do. I'll keep it back. You know, okay. My hatred stems from the fact that I used to lam with people. I used to have friends. They're not friends
Full
anymore.
stop.
But I used to have friends. That just weren't like-minded, man. They just weren't supportive. They just weren't the type of people to encourage you and to motivate you to do better.
Fair.
Nor would they even like just give you props or commend you on some shit that you did. So yeah, that's like where my hatred stems from, man. So like when I do shit now, I do it to like the fullest extent, bro, to the fullest of my capabilities.
Of course,
and I pop out and show. So like that's why whenever I achieve something, I say,
I'm gonna have an unk moment here for you, bro. So you know Jay Shetty?
yeah.
Yeah. There's something that has always stuck with me, and it's like he mentioned that if you are trying to be successful with revenge or spite as your motivator, you're actually never gonna feel that feeling of accomplishment or satisfaction within yourself, because it's always gonna be dependent on, oh, I'm doing it in spite of someone. Oh, look what I did.
Yeah.
Because of that, like it can be a motivator, but it has a negative connotation because it needs to be a self-fulfilling thing that you're doing it from. You know what I mean?
That is
It's
a major
something like, because I think maybe when I was younger, I also looked at it like, to show this person or to show that person, and it's like it's good to have that competitive like ego sort of vibe, and it really does make you do the best that you can, because you like now it's like you can't tell me shit. Yeah, you know what I'm saying. But
I mean, that's also like the energy
it burns
throughout.
out after a while. Yeah.
It gets boring, man.
It starts eating at you actually.
Yeah,
That's how
also.
I see it.
Yeah, but it gets boring, man, because like afterwards I'm just also like, it's fine, I did it anyway. But it's just fun, man. It's like, just like it fuels you a little bit. Like get amped up for it. It's exciting.
Let's touch on Daisies a little bit more.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, it's getting hot there, bro. Very, very cool local lineup. If you're fucking with us, you're fucking with us.
Yeah, if you're not, your competition. But I was actually telling the homies, they did, in terms of like local acts, I feel like they really stepped up compared to last year. Like there's not a lot of like returning acts that I noticed. And then like that beach club stage is just ridiculous, bro.
Yeah, so the direction they've gone with the beach club stage is, traditionally it used to be the Savannah Beach Club house vibe.
Yeah.
Only house music there, and obviously all types of house. But this year, I think with Heineken House not being there, which was the hip hop stage, they're out. So now Flying Fish has taken over the beach stage, and it's become an open format multi-genre stage.
Multi-genre
That's why
stage. Yeah.
you've got me, Foreplay, and then Dawson.
Kulo the song.
Yeah, Clint Owl, Enrico, Kulo. Like the lineup is silly on that stage.
Silly, bro.
Then they released the Maybelline stage, and that's just piano, gom, 3-step, Afrotech.
That's a completely Afro stage.
I think if you're a fan of anything in that realm, this year Daisies will be amazing for you.
Yeah.
You know, because
1000%.
they've really got some of the best in that scene or from those scenes.
But I also just like the fact that like they didn't tie you to like one stage, so you're not forced to go to Heineken House to listen to hip hop if you want to listen to hip hop.
And physically, it's taxing
It
over
is
4
taxing to
days
walk
to
around,
walk and walk.
Yeah.
So
I'm still very curious to see what they're doing on the Thursday.
traditionally, I feel like I'm using that word a lot.
Like traditionally they always do.
Traditionally, Daisies was always only in Cape Town. Always 4 days. Always started on the Thursday, and the Thursday used to be a sort of campsite party. Now, there never used to really be sections of camping. It was general and artist.
Yeah.
So it was completely different. There wasn't VIP, this, that. It was one campsite, and they would have a stage, like a small little stage. It would have some live bands. And then on the other side, they'd have like the Red Bull truck, and they'd have DJs there. So the Thursday night, you wouldn't have lots of people. You maybe have like 2,000, 3,000 people on the first night. And then we draw that first night, bro. The actual festival area would be closed off.
Yeah.
So you wouldn't have access to it yet.
So like a grand opening type beat. Yeah.
So it's almost like a pre-party.
Yeah.
And that was vibes, bro. That was fun.
Makes a lot of sense because I suppose that feels a lot more intimate too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And also, if you start the festival on the Thursday, Friday morning, you're getting the full experience from the jump.
You're up, yeah.
Because some people can't get off, then they maybe leave work
At 5.
or 1 o'clock. Then you get to Daisies at 3, 4. You're in that line.
And then you must set up your
on that
camp.
gravel road.
Yeah.
Setting up the tents, and the wind is blowing.
I suppose going
yeah.
a day early does make sense,
Yeah.
you know, like going the Thursday, it makes a lot of sense. It's just that I don't know how it works, man. Like I've never seen it before.
What?
And like the Thursday vibe,
Oh,
like
oh.
I've never seen it before. But like from what I've heard, like you also saying it now, like there's obviously like a campsite party. But they went back to that though, because remember they used to have General 1, 2 and 3, but now it's just General if I'm not mistaken.
Really? For
Yeah.
for tickets?
No,
Or
for
just the
camping.
camp? Okay,
Yeah, so
cool.
then there's just General, and then there's obviously Priority, and then you get like Daisyland.
And
But I'm still
pretty sure
curious
there'd
to
be
see how it
a
works.
female-only site as well. still,
Yes,
yeah.
there is. I'm not sure what it's called this year, but last year it was like called
That's a very
Oasis.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I don't know if anyone else in the world is doing that. I mean, maybe there is, but
That was like
it's
a femme queer
very
only.
cool concept that they
It is,
brought out,
yeah.
because I think, I mean, campsites are crazy, bro. At a festival,
The stuff you see at like campsites is crazy. Like I'll never forget it now. Daisies 2022, I think it was the Saturday evening. It was windy. Like windy, bro. Like you come back, your tent is gone type beat.
yeah.
This man walks to his tent, and his tent is like flat on the ground, like it fell over. This man, he does this. He go lay on his tent. He closes himself, and man said, "Sleep with her." And that's like the wild shit you see like on campsites, bro. It's hilarious.
Yeah, so at the moment we are busy trying to figure out what we're gonna do for accommodation. Are we gonna tent?
Are we
gonna
tenting or
gonna get a house? Like,
yeah, Ank is anti-tenting.
I've
bro.
had those
Ank-
days, bro.
Ank
I've
is not
been
trying to
enough
tent, bro.
Daisies. I've camped enough times. I don't need that anymore, bro. I'm not trying to.
I just
spend
think it's fun, man.
hours.
I think tenting is immersive and it's fun and like
for one night maybe, yeah. but
nah, like for
3
the
nights,
weekend.
bro.
I'm with the house, bro. I'm
Look,
genuinely with the house.
Because Brody's 55 as well.
No,
Like,
it's
yeah.
because I experienced the house once, and
Yeah.
now it's like going back to, bro, take you like your food with you, and
Bro.
like make food when you get home.
It's you get home,
As simple
you
as an
shower,
air fryer,
it's
bro.
quiet. You're not being woken up, or even if you want to go sleep. I remember when Electrodome was still a thing. That stage used to go till maybe 7 a.m., bro. And by that time, it's gonna be like hard techno or trance. You put your head on the ground, and you feel the fucking kick drum, the bass, on the ground, bro.
That's
as you're
the
trying to sleep.
immersion, bro.
No, I'm trying to
That's
immerse into sleep.
That's
bruh.
the best part about
I'm
the
not trying to.
festival,
No.
bro.
Sorry,
You know,
bro.
no. My thing is, man. What if you just wanna go take a nap, bro? Where you gonna nap?
That's what I'm saying.
You know, so you're gonna leave the festival to go nap.
No.
No, but you go to the festival, get
Fresh.
up for the festival, bro.
Fresh, you
Yeah,
showered,
look,
you've eaten,
by
you
all
had a
means,
good
believe
night's
me,
rest. You don't need a
sleeping-
nap.
Yes, you
Sleeping
do.
on a bed and getting a normal shower will make you feel so fresh. Your whole experience will be much
You,
Four
you know,
days,
you know
bro.
this man gets grumpy if he doesn't take an afternoon nap.
Yeah, to be fair, you can't be coming with that, with that at Daisies, bro. I want none of that.
Sleeping
But
at
to be
the
fair,
van.
you only get to Daisies if you're sleeping at the
Yeah.
house. You only get there at like 2 o'clock in the afternoon.
That's
Yeah.
put me. I want to be there from 8.
And do what, brother?
I want to go eat. I want to see the homies wipe the
Bro,
crust
we
out of
can
their
have a
eyes.
family breakfast at the house, bro.
I want to have a
Nice,
debrief
bro.
with the other homies. I want to run into Irvay.
Bro, people only wake up at 12 o'clock in any case.
No, they
You're
don't,
not missing
because the sun
anything.
is mooring you at 6 o'clock already.
But you're gonna
Yeah.
wake up in front of a beach, bro. With a beachfront view.
Ish, man. I'm not Caucasian enough for that.
Brother.
This guy. You'll see. You'll see. Actually, you know what?
Anyways,
Go camp, bro.
It's majority
No,
rules.
go
Majority
camp.
rules.
No,
Everyone
no.
in the group is
Go have a
already
good
saying-
time. Go
I had a
camp.
great time camping last year.
Cool. Go for
That
it.
shit was fun. I went to camp with Ank, man.
I wonder why I watched the camp. I wonder why.
Brody, what are you insinuating? Say it to the chest.
Say with your chest, bro.
Say it now. Say it to the chest. Don't hold back
It's the
now.
hands are camping, that's why.
The hands.
Yeah. You see, now you say to the chest, and now look how you're looking at me.
What's this man is acting up, me, bro. Who's your barber? This man got the
Bro,
fade.
you got
man.
a fade and I was
Bro, you got the
acting-
fade. Now
he's
you're acting
up,
different.
bro.
You was my out last night
That's a
also.
blurry
I
ass fade,
wasn't out
bro.
last night.
Where'd you get your haircut?
In Newlands. There's this Algerian barber. It's like just 5
Are you
Algerian
gatekeeping your
guys.
barber?
Yeah, bro. Come on.
Shit.
Damn,
You gotta spread that, bro. Spread the business.
I almost said something fucked up.
What was that thing the other day?
Oh, nah,
Yeah, you can't.
you can't.
What was it? No, I said, in my brain, I think of the most unhinged thing and then my body actually says it.
Yeah,
That's
Oh.
you.
yeah. I do be saying a lot of unhinging, but it's a safe space. I can say these things in front
This
of
is
the
the internet,
homies.
It's
brother.
the internet, bro.
I said in front of the homies. I'm not
Oh.
gonna say it on the internet.
Okay, you think it's a safe space. Brody's.
Brody got ducats on the man.
Nah, brother, I am your friendliest person in the group, bro. Come to me in your hour of need. I'm there. I'm not gonna tell anybody else anything.
Brody said we're making him a horrible person, bro.
Just are.
What?
We can't make you something that you are.
No.
Like, realistically speaking, we can't
That's
make
nuts.
you. What we can do is we can unlock that in you. Because it's there already. We can like, add to it and we can.
Gaslighting was a sport, Owens.
Ah, bro.
Damn. Yeah,
Okay,
no, I
so
so
yeah,
sensitive.
really looking forward to Daisies.
Yeah, it's gonna
we're
be
gonna have
dope, bro.
JTI and Brody's gonna be working overtime that weekend, bro. We're gonna
They
have,
working.
we're vlogging, we're recording sets, we
Yeah.
are doing interviews. We're gonna do. Oh, bro, it's gonna be silly.
There's gonna be so much work, bro. But yeah, like, I think the other thing we should kind of also speak about is how you like how people go about like getting these types of bookings or even like booking requests and stuff like that, because like it's
For
not-
Daisies.
Yeah, and not just for Daisies, but just like for like big events in general, man. Like I feel like a lot of people think that it's nepotism, or it's like, oh, you guys have been there before, so it's easier for you guys to get it and that sort of thing. When in reality, like I've always said, and we spoke about this on the pod, like I think it was last season or the season before, where we say that there's generally a criteria of some sort when it comes to stuff like this, you know, like they genuinely look at stuff like, what have you been doing for the culture? How have you been impacting the culture? Like, and I was having this conversation with Enrico now in the week also, where I said that it's generally just based on a situation of you are either extremely good at what you do, as in you are a headliner or you are an artist or something like that, or you're generally doing things within the culture that's shifting and making positive impacts on people's lives or in the community, or even just for like the industry
Just
as,
on your shit
as a
in
whole.
general, bro.
Yeah,
like
just on your shit in
good
general.
form.
Like I'll always go back to the example of funk. Obviously, you know, taking culture to these various places like Atlantis and that, and you know, taking kids on the road with him and giving them a platform to shine and to showcase their ability. And you know, you can't do stuff like that and not expect to get noticed by something like a Daisies or a community or whatever the case may be, you know. So for people who are like interested in like, how did it happen? How did you get it? there's no nepotism involved. There's no like, oh, I know this person personally and they'll put me on. Nah, it's genuinely they genuinely take time to look at your exploits.
This year specifically was the first time I'd even so obviously there's an artist manager for these festivals. This was the first time I'd even come across or communicated with the artist manager. So like it's just an example of, it's not even about who you know in these scenarios. You just have to be on the radar, bro. And look, it's not to say that that's going to be it, because we look at a Snyders, we look at a Mia, we look at so many other people that have been killing it, but in the grand scheme of things, they're in the infancy of their careers.
Yeah,
bro,
literally, bro.
That's like, to be disappointed to not get a Daisies just shows how good
you are currently doing.
To be like, you already deserve that. You know what I'm saying? Snyder's been doing this for like not even 2 years, bro.
A year.
It's insane. Mia too. What? 2 or 3 years?
Also, basically just over a year.
Bro, to be number one expecting and be disappointed that you didn't get a Daisies in your first year or two is...
It's insane,
it's insane.
You know what it is,
you know what? Like, they deserve it, bro.
It's like the football wonder kid chat, man, where it's like, if you're 18 and you didn't make 100 senior appearances, you're disappointed in yourself. Which it speaks a lot to how fast paced the community is traveling, man. Like, because like people are genuinely so talented, and they genuinely at that point where they have the ability to obviously play for like thousands of people. And I think this is also where like a big issue comes in, is like a lot of the people aren't patient, you know. Like they'll look at a lot of things and they'll be like, oh, but I've done this and I've done that and I've played in front of all of these people and and it's like, you are missing some sort of cultural impact when it comes to these things, man. Like, for example, like Snyder's not getting a booking, which makes complete sense, bro. Like, at the current stage in his career, it doesn't make sense for him to get a booking. But like, if he starts to like expand on what he's currently doing, you know, because he has an event called 88 Keys. If he starts expanding that and starts reaching a bigger audience, you know, that's a move forward, you know. And especially how you go about it. Like, if you're putting new people on, if you're creating a scene and a space where people can, you know, express their talents, and as long as you're shifting.
Whatever we always said, bro, be so loud that you literally go like they're annoyed. Like you're annoying, like, to the point where every time you open your phone, you see this person.
See this one,
and that's kind of what it has to be, bro.
Yeah. Like, bro, look, like Enrico's booking. Like, Enrico even told me, I did not expect to get booked, bro. And I told him, how can you say you didn't expect it? Like, you've shifted culture so much over the last year and a half, bro.
You've got one of the best parties.
You have one of the biggest parties in the country. Like, people literally, like, it's at that point now where people will send requests to him and tell him like, yo, me and 4 homies are gonna be in town this weekend. Are you having a groovy night that weekend?
Got you.
Like, it's to that point, bro. And it makes complete sense as to like why Enrico got a booking.
You know, it's just made me think about like how last week we were talking about, and we mentioned a few times how there's still a lot of problems financially and, you know, regulating the industry and all that type of stuff. But I think the fact that someone like a Mia, a Snyder's, a Rico, so many other names can be in the game for a year or two and have basically a full-on DJ career, you know, having multiple gigs every weekend. It's just a testament to how far the industry actually has come, because you can be really talented and professional and have a career out the gate, bro. Like, that shit doesn't happen for 10 years ago, 5 years ago. I mean, Adrian started DJing in lockdown. He's traveling the country,
but no cap.
Durban, Joburg, PE on the regular. He told me the other day, he's like, I've got like travel, you know, fatigue. And I'm like, bruh, you started DJing the other day,
literally, bro,
and you're traveling the country. It's insane.
But that's what I'm saying. Like you have to be doing, not extraordinary, but you have to be doing something above the norm, you know? Like, you have to be either shifting culture, or you have to be so extremely talented that it's like, fuck, we can't, like,
undeniable, bro.
Yeah. And that's always been like our chat, like, make yourself so undeniable that it's second nature for people to reach out and say, oh, we want you here, and we want you part of this, and stuff like that.
For sure.
And again, because everything is so fast-paced, you might feel disappointed that you didn't get a booking. But what I can genuinely tell people is that don't give up, bro. Like, you don't know what conversation your name has been dropped in. You don't know who said this about you, who said that about you, or what rooms your name is floating around, bro.
Yeah.
Like, you'd be surprised how just something as simple as shaking someone's hand today could lead to an astronomical booking in 6 months' time.
Butterfly effect is real,
Yeah,
bro.
butterfly effect is real, bro. So, like, don't be disappointed. Just keep pushing you, keep building your brand, keep elevating, and these things will follow through eventually. Like, one thing that stood out for me the most this year, for as far as this year has gone now, is that timing and patience, it's really the most important thing in this game, bro. Like, I had a conversation with Envy Funk last week. Well, let me not call him Envy Funk anymore, with Nate the Curator last week. And he said, like, he told me, like, you guys have basically done all that you could in terms of, like, culture and putting people on and obviously, like, looking after your team and stuff like that. And he, like, gave me a word of advice, and he said it's time for you guys to focus on the business aspect of things, you know. Go out there, make the money that you need to make, and start putting that money back into the business, putting it back into the artist, and elevating your brand now through financial resource. And I was like, makes a lot of sense, bro. So, yeah. Timing, patience, that's really the key to this game.
It's a weird sort of cycle that this shit works in, because it kind of feels like the entry and the foot in the door to sort of get the community behind you is putting your friends, putting your community on, doing stuff. Then it gets to a point where you can only do so much without financial support.
Yeah.
Now you start to get that financial support so that you can do more for the community. So it's just like this. It's this give and take sort of situation where the circle just has to keep going in that way in order for you to get bigger. Now you look at A3, you look at even what we're doing with the pod, stuff like that.
Yeah.
For us to level up, we do need to get some sort of
Community
either
buy-in.
an injection of capital or just some sort of, you know, raising of money in whatever way.
Yeah.
I don't know. Are we making money from the pod yet?
Nah, not yet. Not yet.
We get in there.
We still. I did. But we showed like 300 subs. Yeah, we basically showed like 300 and something odd subs.
I thought 500 was the benchmark.
I also thought so, but then it just allowed us to do like the membership thing where people can subscribe and get like member only content.
Got you.
But it's like we don't have member only content just yet, so like it didn't make sense to like fully set that up. But yeah, we basically showed like 300 and
almost 200.
We're almost on 700 now, eh?
Yeah.
yeah,
cool.
so like 320 subs maybe
Cool.
to make the 1,004, and then we'd be able to monetize the pod. But yeah, like you were saying, like just like community buy-in and like what we're trying to do with the pod also, like again, and I'll go back to it, like again, people say, yeah, the pod is we complain a lot on the pod, and we say things and we poke fun at people, but in reality, like the very first episode we said, like, the pod is not meant to be controversial. It's not going to be an issue. But if you feel that that's to you, then if the shoe fits, wear the thing, you know?
I feel like Ken has this disclaimer every episode.
Yeah,
bro.
I do, bro.
We do need to reiterate it.
I do.
Yeah.
We do need to reiterate it, man, because like again, we don't want the pod to come across as negative. And I was telling one of the homies now in the week, it's like we don't go to the pod and we don't wake up and be like, oh, who can we troll today? Who can we take the piss out of today? No, like this is genuinely things that we experience on a weekly basis.
It's usually coming off the back of a weekend of gigs too.
A weekend of gigs. Like
It's good to note that promoters and DJs tell you guys things so that you can speak about it on the pod.
They don't necessarily say, please talk about this, but
I do think
I mean, they realize that we, you know.
And you know what? It's cool, man. Like, at the end of the day, we're not here to take food off someone's table. We're not here to discourage anybody from doing what they want to do. And that's why we said, like, nothing is ever aimed specifically to someone. But if you feel like that was aimed at you, then just run with it, bro. Like, as long as I didn't say your name out loud, you can never say, oh, that was meant for me. So, yeah, like, just relax, guys. It's a podcast. We're meant to have fun. And at the end of the day, everyone's opinion is valued, bro. Like, we obviously have disputes amongst ourselves and with other people, And we've never been in a situation where we were like, oh, this person's talking cuck. I simply don't care about what they have to say. Like, it's never been that, you know. And again, out there, if anyone does feel so strongly about the stuff that we say on the podcast, you're more than welcome to address it, bro. Like, our DMs are open, our texts are open. We don't hide our numbers from anybody. Like, bro, send us
numbers.
I've gotten text. But okay, yeah, then again, people must also stop giving my number out.
Yeah,
but I'm just saying, man, like,
as well.
Like, you have our number, you have our DMs, like, text us, be like, hey, I don't appreciate this, or can I
and
expand?
It's happened already.
Yeah, it's
and
happened,
then we
bro.
talk to. It's a conversation, bro.
It's literally, bro. I go back to this argument we had at Elevate that one night. This was shortly after the panel discussion. Yeah, I was like, I got like not heated, but it was like very intense.
Passionate,
yeah, it was passionate, bro.
Yeah.
It was very intense. And like I told him, like, bro, we can't be held responsible for someone else's comments. And at the end of the day, we are open-minded enough to see it from both perspectives, bro. So yeah, and at the end of the day, it's like I see it from both perspectives, and there is a room and opportunity for the other half of the perspective to join us, to chat about it, to say however they feel.
Could you maybe see that, looking at it from a DJ's perspective, you are a bit more biased than the average everyday person?
I don't think so. I don't think. Okay,
I think we're having enough self-awareness, or I don't know if that's the word, but to look at it from an
open-minded perspective,
but
an objective sort of third-party view.
As the third party, the actual third party, being myself, I sort of sometimes find myself having to mediate and get their point across to you in a way that you will understand.
Yeah.
So
that's more directed at Uncle.
Yeah, more.
Yeah.
But I just wanted to ask.
Your age is showing.
Crazy.
Do you feel that there's a shift now in the current in the city because of the season change? Do you feel that there's a shift, or do you feel things are a bit more quiet?
Payday weekend. Ooh, this was payday weekend. It was a little bit quiet.
Payday weekend.
It was really quiet. For
it was a tough one.
Weather is still tough.
Remember when did I say it on last week's episode or the week before, where I was like, this has been the worst winter so far
for you?
That just in general.
It was the first episode, yeah.
Where I said just in general, like I said, everything, like, it feels a bit slower, but things feel a bit more carefully curated.
The quality has been better. The quantity not so much.
Yeah.
Okay, I hear you.
But now, also from like a turn up perspective, man, because like
for sure,
I did not expect town to be slow on a payday weekend, and the weather was not bad, bro.
I struggled on Friday, eh? Destiny. You went there, eh?
I went home.
Yeah.
Friday and Saturday.
Ang Junior went home.
Yeah, I don't know. Mia played before me. She did 11. I did 12.
Yeah.
And there's some nights it just happens, bro. You just can't connect with the crowd where nothing works. You still took a video of me playing Housekeeping Knows. That's the first time I played it.
Yeah.
I did Rich Baby Daddy into Housekeeping Knows. And
yeah, it was
KANE still took a video and he's like,
I don't want
to hear any of you guys asking for new music. Because look at the reaction, bro.
And like, mind you, it's not even new music like that. Under the Geeks EP has been out for like 3 weeks now.
Yeah, 2-3 weeks.
Yeah. And that's like obviously one of the most upbeat songs.
It's a fun, energetic song.
Yeah, it's a jewel song. Like, you don't even need to know the song to dance to it, because it's a fun song. And I was like, yeah. Yeah.
So, Mia plays a girly set, a little bit of R&B. I do my thing. I'm not saying it was terrible, but it felt like a long episode. And Chello comes on afterwards, and Chello's a beast. Yeah, like, I don't think people realize. I don't know if people maybe minimalize his career and his brand to the remixes, to Trust and Believe and the Doll stuff. Like, he's a fantastic producer. He's literally created
Chello's
a sound.
A jazz DJ.
He is an incredible DJ, bro. He started the set with an acapella or something over the last song that I was playing. I was playing No Limit. And he just started scratching, bro, like super, super fast cuts. And I was like, this guy, he's always had it.
Chello is like one of the goats of Cape Town, bro. Like you can never take away what Chello has done for the industry. Like, bro, people have built careers of Chello remixes.
Literally. People
say what you want to say, Brody. Brody, say what you want to say.
Brody started jazzing.
Say what you want to say.
I'm just shimming behind camera. That's all it is.
Brody started.
You got a little excited there for a second.
No. Let me. Yo, I keep the camera also.
I had an incredible experience on Tuesday. DJ Sophia. Wow.
Yeah.
My goodness, bro. Now, I've known. She's 10.
Oh, yeah. Shit.
Okay. If you don't know, if you've been living under a rock. DJ Sophia from Cape Town, 10-year-old DJ. She's been DJing for like 2 years probably. And I'm not just saying a little thing here or there.
Like
she did Grand West Grand Arena to a couple thousand people a couple weeks ago.
She did the turning on of the Christmas lights. Yeah, that's also a couple
the festival of the lights. Yeah,
festivals, bro.
Literally,
you can't you can teach DJ skills. You can teach technical skills. You cannot teach stage presence. You cannot teach the ability to be in front of a huge crowd and not just
having that
handle it, but
having
to
that
rock
at 10
it, bro.
Though, that's scary.
I
feel like that's scary.
It is.
I feel like that's scary. Cause like me, I was 20. I was 20 when I played for my first gig, and there was maybe 60 people. And it was like,
do you maybe think that it's a case of, because you're 20, it's more of oh damn, this is 60 people I need to perform for. Whereas those thousands of people might be looking at her and saying, not realizing, oh, she can do this shit for real.
There's almost less.
I don't think so.
There might be less pressure because it's regardless of what she does, she's still fantastic at what she does. Yeah. But regardless, the thing is, it's a 10-year-old, and it's the factor is wow. The wow factor is just holy shit. And then she kills it as well.
Yeah, it's genuinely a show.
So her dad, Ian, calls me a couple of weeks ago and he's like, bro, she is watching DMC videos, DJ Craze, this one, Red Bull 3 style videos, and she's like, I want to do that. And genuinely interested and fascinated by scratching and turntablism and word plays and tone plays and all that advanced level
techniques,
DJ stuff, and at 10 years old to have the interest, but not only the interest but the comprehension of it, to be
to understand how
I know
it
what that
works.
is, I just want to know how to do it.
Yeah.
And he calls me up and he's like, bro, if you have any capacity, if you have any way to help us out, even if it's just a little intro into this world, I was like, cool, man, let's do it. I go to their house on Tuesday, and we start, bro. And I literally ask her, this was the lesson. The lesson started at 7 o'clock. I was taking videos the whole time. We start the lesson. I ask her, what do you know about scratching or whatever? She's like, nothing. I was like, I loaded the R sample, the classic scratch R sample. I was like, just do whatever you can with this. And she started doing a little baby back and forth, pop, 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 pop. And I was like, okay, I really see where she's at, Within the 2 hours, bro, from 7 until 9. We'll show the video, Brody. The video I put it on my IG.
You can't though, because it's copyrighted music.
We'll figure it out.
It has to.
We'll figure it out.
Oh, you can link it in the.
Yeah, we'll do that. She was literally doing basic level juggles, and that's taking a song and repeating it back to back to back with a little scratch in between, doing a little double paced baby scratch with the and I'm like, fader control. She's a sponge. And there's things that you cannot teach, and that is the ability to learn, the ability to take on an instruction and to keep at it, even though it maybe doesn't make sense at first, because your mind muscle and your your hand-eye coordination or whatever isn't working at first. Some people get very frustrated. I've had a DJ school before, and people get frustrated with the shit. She has this attitude of laughing about it, being able to laugh at herself. Every time she'd make a mistake, I'd say, no, not that way. Then she laughs. And she's like, oh, okay, cool. Got it. You know, it's like to have that at that age, to comprehend and understand it and then execute it as well. It's scary.
Yeah.
It's scary.
What are we saying? It's like Project Mbappe.
Project
Mbappe for real. But it's more so the age thing that blows my mind, man. Because like, I always put, like, whenever I think about things and whenever we talk about things, I always put myself in that perspective. Like, what was I doing at that time? Like, when I was 10, like, I was glued to the TV. Yeah. Like, I wanted to watch cartoons, I wanted to run outside. Yeah. And it's like, now you have a kid who is so fascinated and so in tune and so locked into this DJ thing. It's like this, like, there's limit beyond the sky, bro. Yeah. Like, and the fact that, like, because I've seen a lot of the, like, the clips and stuff, and it's like, you're already that good at 10, so obviously now there's limitless potential. But like the fact that you're taking interest in such advanced techniques and advanced, like, DJing, it's like, what are you trying to do by the time you're 18?
Dude, the stuff that she was doing is things I only really started taking interest in and working on when I was in my early 20s, bro. Yeah. You know? And 21, 22... It's just nuts.
And then remember what we said,
producer?
We said that this game is all about time and patience, and then like the other thing you obviously need to tap into is like longevity. And at this current pace, if she continues at this current pace and she becomes a spectacle for DJing, that's massive.
It's very what is the word? It's just it gives me a lot of peace of mind that there is at least one person in the generation after yours that is interested in the shit and that feels like they could carry that, you know, even if it's one person, bro, because it's just keeping that culture of real DJing alive.
Yeah.
And
or at least being interested in actual DJing.
And
which is not to say that the people DJing now aren't actual DJs.
No, when I say real DJing, I mean from the from the
sorry, I'm just
the
taking
essence
the piss,
of where DJing started on turntables and all that type of shit.
I be trying to trigger people.
Nah. Why did you just say a couple of minutes ago?
Man, I'm trolling. Earlier I told Fons and Renee. Renee's sister Taryn, when you said she wants to be on the pod, I asked, what's Taryn gonna bring to the pod? And she asked me, what do you bring to the pod? I said I'm the personality. And then Renee said, this man is as flavored as his chicken.
Crazy. I consider them to be some of my closest friends. I need to reevaluate.
Anyway, shout out for having us today.
Bro,
reporting.
I can cook.
He's mad. He's so mad right now.
That's gotta be racist.
You can't claim any of that, bruv.
For like the last 3 weeks, you've been unking it out like insane, bro.
No, I'm just being myself.
You acting
you guys
your
are
age.
just realizing. Yeah.
Fire. I appreciate you for that. But yeah,
I still handled on the football pitch yesterday, bro. You were blasting.
Blasting?
Yes.
You literally said if
he literally said if it was 5 minutes longer.
Because of my leg, I wasn't out. I could still run. But
he was cramping.
He was cramping. Like my leg.
Fitness.
Nah, there was no more subs on the bench, my bro.
Crazy.
Yo.
5 subs.
We had 4. And then Alvin was the last bro to come on, and then they're like,
great game.
But guys,
we have nothing left to play for the season. If anyone's interested in our football journey,
you can watch them play next week Saturday.
Yes. How do we do that, bro?
Next week Sunday.
Next week Sunday.
Okay. We're playing against
Regisdal, no?
Yeah. Chad Simon's team.
And
you know what, bro? Saxon is in the third team. Zubi and Dawson are there. So maybe either they need to come down or we need to go up. Shout out.
But yeah, shout out.
Who wants to go home?
Thank you. This has been the Let's Talk Foreplay podcast.
Like, comment, subscribe. You know the deal.
Yeah, you know the vibes. Let's get to 1,000 subs so we can start monetizing. our platform and make money, because JTI is looking at us like this is real expensive. But yeah, shout out for everybody liking, commenting, subscribing. Thank you for the love and support. Without the love and support and what we've received from you guys, there wouldn't be a Daisies booking, there wouldn't be a community booking, there wouldn't be anything that we've achieved so far this year without you guys. So we are extremely thankful for what you've done for us. Thank you.
I must also say, I met a fan yesterday, guys. One of your guys' fan,
Yeah.
which was wild. I was in Cavendish with my manager, and he got very pissed at me because my phone was about to die. I was like, oh, my phone's gonna die. And he was like, fuck Joshua, every time I need to get in contact with your phone's always fucking dead. We're gonna go buy a charger and a power bank right fucking now. And he walks into the store, like just a couple of stores down from Seattle, and he's going at me, and I'm like, you just unnecessary right now.
The fan or your manager?
My manager,
yeah.
You're just unnecessary right now. And then this guy in the store is like, how can I help you? And he's like, can we get an iPhone charger, please, and a power bank right now? And he's like, Joshua, come here, let's see this thing fits in your phone. It's a fucking iPhone charger, bro, fits in every iPhone. Anyways, and then he's going on with me, and then the guy asked me, are you like an artist? Like, what's going on? So I'm like, yeah, I work in the artist industry, but I wouldn't consider myself an artist. Then he's like, oh, cool, I'm a DJ. And I was like, oh, that's so cool, bro, but I haven't seen you like out and about yet. He was like, nah, I'm very like underground or whatever. I was like, oh, what do you DJ? It's like R&B, hip-hop. I was like, oh, cool, do you like admire any of our local DJs? He's like, yeah, I fucks with KANE and Gremlin quite a bit. And I was like, oh, wow.
Brody hates it.
Brody hates it.
No, I do like it. I don't comment on it.
Why?
Firstly, this guy doesn't know me. He doesn't know that I know you guys.
You don't know Josh got the inside scoop.
So I just thought it was pretty cool, guys.
Did you get his name? We'll give him a shout out.
No, not the fuck, bro.
Bleep, 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 bleep.
It's been a great episode, guys.
Yeah,
shout out
reporting to
Selective
you.
Live.
I was just about to say, reporting to you live from Selective Live.
It's got a ring to it.
It does.
That's an unk joke.
Yeah.
Ank has been very on his Ank.